It's no secret that the NRL is a star-run league. They give us the highlights and provide us with the narratives that make this game so great. Latrell, Grant and Walsh, these are the names we are all familiar with, but what about the guys that maybe aren't recognised in the upper echelon of talent? Those who have yet to prove themselves, considered has-beens or were criminally overlooked in the past. This is a list on the 5 unexpected breakout NRL players of 2023 so far. At number 5 we have Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. The Dolphins are flying, sitting in 4th position and are 4-2 on the season so far. The Hammer was yet to flourish prior to his stint with the Dolphins. We got glimpses on the Cowboys, the occasional spectacular run or display of insane athleticism, but it was few and far between. Regularly behind Scott Drinkwater at fullback, or being slotted into the centres or off the interchange bench. It's clear now that Tabuai-Fidow was undervalued at North Queensland, and since moving to the Dolphins, Wayne Bennett has enabled the Hammer, giving him free rein to play at fullback, and boy has he made the most of it. Sitting in 6th in Dally M voting, in 6 games he's had 8 tries, 2 try assists, a career high 156 average run meters and 28 tackle breaks. These numbers dwarf his 2022 stats with the Cowboys, as he had less tries, try assists and average run meters in 17 more games last year. His try scoring run is on the verge of breaking a 115-year record for most consecutive tries for a new premiership club. The Dolphins will need him to keep excelling if they are any chance of playing finals footy. At number 4 we have Jacob Kiraz. Kiraz flew onto the scene late last year, originally just seen as cover in the wing position. Kiraz has become instrumental to the Bulldogs' success. The Dogs claimed 7 wins in 2022, with 5 of those with Kiraz in the lineup. His meter eating became crucial to how the Bulldogs started sets, and he has quickly become an essential piece. He leads the league in run meters by a winger, ahead of backs like Brian To'o, Dylan Edwards and Tom Trbojevic. All 3 games he has had over 200 run meters this year have coincided with Bulldogs wins. Whilst he also sits in the top 5 in tackle breaks across the league, Kiraz is willing to do the dirty work and has been a pleasant surprise for Bulldogs fans. At number 3 it's Corey Horsburgh. The NRL journey has not been smooth for the Raiders' Corey Horsburgh. He has struggled tremendously to stay on the field throughout his young career, whether it be through ill discipline, injuries or lack of control of his emotions. Big Red fell out of the lineup in 2020 and 2021, even being loaned out to the Bulldogs in search of playing time. Since returning, Corey's been solid, playing in 22 games last season, able to stabilise his career. The Raiders' 2 wins in 2023 have come primarily off the back of Horsburgh, who hasn't been flashy and isn't necessarily stuffing the stat sheet, but Corey has been a rock in the middle, providing 2 tries in the win over the Sharks and crucial in their upset win against the undefeated Broncos. Horsburgh has accumulated 8 Dally M points already in 2023, with his role primarily off the bench. Sticky has slotted Horsburgh into the starting lineup for 2 consecutive weeks now, and he has already been mentioned around Maroon's selection. At number 2 it's Lachlan Miller. If you were to ask prior to the season who would lead the league in total run meters, your answer may have been Brian To'o or Payne Haas, renowned for their ball running ability. The same goes with tackle breaks. The likely candidates to top the list would have to be Haas or possibly David Fifita. No one would have expected the 5'9", 84kg fullback Lachlan Miller to lead in both statistical categories through 6 rounds. With 54 tackle breaks and 1,287 run meters in just 6 games, Miller has been outstanding. The Knights looked in dire straits after they lost Kalen Ponga in round 2 to concussion. Miller has provided an attacking spark that the Knights have needed, as he has willed them into the top 8 with his industrious play. Sitting on 13 Dally M points, Miller has tallied the highest Dally M points in 2 of the 3 wins for the Knights and sits in the top 10 currently on the Dally M leaderboard. At number 1 on the list it's Shaun Johnson, labelled washed, and with the threat of losing his career, Shaun Johnson has responded tremendously. The arrival of coach Andrew Webster has revitalised Johnson. Now used as the focal point of the attack, we have seen his confidence grow tremendously. 5th in the NRL in try assists, 4th in line breaks, 6th in points, and 2nd in kick meters, Johnson has masterfully controlled the attack. He would seal the game with a clutch penalty goal over the Sharks, and then the game-winning try against the Bulldogs. There has been an increase in every major attacking stat for Johnson compared to 2022, and he's clearly loving life at the Warriors. The Warriors currently sit in 5th place, a long way above their pre-season predictions. Without Johnson's heroics, it's a question to where they would be currently. So that is all for this video. If you enjoyed it, press that like button. If you want more from the Sporting News Australia on YouTube, subscribe now.